Hello, my name is Albert. I don't know if you recognize me. I'm one of the actors from some of the short films we made for J.A.R. Films. This is my co-host. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Michael Choa.
All right, and today we will be talking about the three branches of government: legislature, executive, and judicial. It's gonna take about 10 minutes each. It may get a little. I'm just kidding. We're talking about boxing today, guys. We talking boxing. Get my director getting all pissed over there. But we talking boxing. The first topic we are going to talk about is Mayweather versus Berto. What are your thoughts, Mike?
I think the first thing that needs to be talked about is in retrospect to this whole Floyd taking these vitamins before the Pacquiao fight. I think that's the biggest thing surfacing. As a boxing fan, as someone who paid $100 to watch Pacquiao versus Mayweather, and I think that's something that needs to be talked about because we all heard that Pacquiao had a bum arm, and he was not allowed to take his shots due to paperwork not being filled out correctly. But the fact that Floyd was able to take his vitamin shot, and he didn't even keep it at the level, the 50 milliliter level that you're supposed to, and ended up taking 750. Basically can dilute anything that's in your system. So I think that's something that needs to be talked about before we even think about, Berto. Because, the Berto's there. It's happening tonight. My take on that, it's going to be a good one tonight. I think it's going to have a little bit more action than most people expect, actually.
Well, you know what? Mayweather, in my opinion, is the greatest defensive fighter of all time. Of all time.
Yeah.
But see what I just said? Defensive fighter of all time. Mayweather, I think, likes to get an advantage on every fighter he has since 2007. When did he fight De La Hoya? 07 or 6?
I think it was 07.
Okay, after the Oscar De La Hoya fight, from here on out, he was the A side.
Yeah.
He was the A side, so he would take an advantage from every single fighter. And I think he's been doing that for the last 10 years? There's a reason why he fights in Vegas.
Yeah.
There's a major reason. Why won't he fight in New York, where they're going to offer him millions? Why didn't in Dubai, or I don't know where Dubai is at, over there in Africa or whatever?
It's in Arabic.
There you go, somewhere around there. So why he only wants to fight in Las Vegas? He takes away an advantage from everybody. And I personally think, yeah, he did take more than you're saying right now. I really do. And I think, but from Pacquiao's part, I think Pacquiao, his handlers are supposedly these professionals that know how to handle his stuff very well. Why didn't they warn him about it? Why didn't they, you have Bob Arum, for Pete's sake, if not one of the greatest promoters of all time. And that's what really bothers me about this whole thing. There's too much, what do you say? There's too much...
I would say there's too much just crap that's going on.
That's it. Let's call it what it is. And then when you question what Mayweather does, he gets mad. Just answer the question.
Yeah.
Answer the question and move on. But no, you start asking questions, you're haters. How much money do you have in your bank? Who have you fought? So we can't ask questions now? Now we're under your realm? Come on, man. Let's get real. So let me get my prediction for Mayweather Berto. I honestly think Mayweather should be fighting Keith Thurman. We talked about this before we got on air, but that's fine. But I think Mayweather versus Berto, I think it's going to be a little bit more action-packed because Berto has that tendency, to stay in the pocket and use the jab.
Yeah.
He likes to do what Mayweather does, which is that shoulder roll thing.
Shoulder roll.
So he'll do it back, and he does have some speed. How much? We'll find out tonight.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for Berto is he just has to pressure Floyd, try to get him flustered. He's obviously not going to break Floyd down in 12 rounds. So, for the point of it going to decision, there's no point. Floyd's the A side. He's the money maker. He's going to win the fight. It could be Berto could win every round, and they're still going to give it to Floyd. And that's just the honest truth, and that's how the sport of boxing works. I think that Berto needs to come out swinging. He needs to just try to rough Floyd up. He needs to try to push him around. I know Berto came in a little lighter than Floyd at the weigh-in, but I think he just needs to rehydrate and get under him. I think his best weapon that he can get Floyd is maybe with the uppercut. If he can get him into a corner and just try to trap him, cutting off the ring, because, like we said, Floyd is the best defensive boxer out there. There's no question about it. When it comes to defensive boxing, the man's a genius. It's the sweet science of boxing. He moves around. He can stay in the pocket. He can duck you. He'll get out. So I think it's just on Berto to pressure him. And there's no reason for this fight to go 12 rounds. I mean, there's really not. It should either be Berto trying to get a knockout or Floyd catching Berto, coming and hitting him with the counter off the shoulder roll or hitting him with something and dropping him. I mean, I know people are saying it's Floyd's last fight, but I honestly couldn't see it. I mean, if you want to be the best ever, which, I mean, in this era, he's the best. But if you want to be the best ever, he wouldn't stop at Rocky Marciano's record.
At
I mean,
49-0.
at 49-0, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you leave yourself tied with someone else if you want to be called the best ever? So, I mean, I think this is just really a tune-up fight for whoever he fights next. I mean, like I told you, I think the best person would be Cotto if he could get past Canelo. I mean, it'd be a rematch. Yeah, Mayweather's already done with him. I don't think he would fight him again. And I know the winner of that's supposed to get Triple G, but I think that's the only person that honestly has the hand speed, the movement, the trainer, and the pieces to compete with him. Other than that, I think we're just going to see, the basic Mayweather fight. If Berto doesn't come out trying to knock his head off, Floyd's going to take it 12 rounds. He's gonna the first 3 rounds it'll be Berto trying to chase him. He'll pick up on his moves, and then he'll just counter punch him all night.
And I'm glad what you said. You said the 49-0. Marketing genius.
Yeah.
He's a marketing genius.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows how to market himself. I mean, like I said, he could have taken this fight with Pacquiao, 5-6 years ago, and he waited so the price could come up. So I'm thinking this is just, I'm with you on that one. I think he's gonna fight number 50, and I don't think it'll be next year. I think it's gonna be the following 2017, right?
Yeah.
So I really think, and I think it's gonna be a big name.
Well, I think it has to be a big name. I think he wants to see how all this shakes up in the middleweight division. I mean, around Triple G, Canelo, Cotto.
Let them fight it out.
He's gonna let them fight it out. Let them pick each other out.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that he's gonna sit around. He's gonna wait for the biggest deal. I mean, his showtime is up. His deal's up. His 6 fights are done.
Yeah.
I mean, now he can sit back. He can think what's best for Mayweather, for the money team, for Mayweather Promotions, and if he wants to go, I mean, HBO route, he can go that route. If he wants to go with a bigger network, I mean, he's gonna have it all his hands. He's gonna be the A side.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna make whoever he fights is gonna make money. So any network is gonna pick it up, and whoever gives him the biggest contract is. I mean, that's where I see Floyd going. I mean, I don't see him settling for Showtime if he can get more money from HBO. I mean, vice versa. I mean, the man's about his money, and
Whoever has the
he
most
does it
commas.
great. Yeah, whoever has the most money and the most commas, I think they're going to be able to get Floyd for the 50-0, and then, I mean, maybe that'll be his last fight. But, I mean, as long as he has good defense, I think he can stay in it for a while.
I mean,
to be honest.
I gotta give the man credit. He stays in shape. You know, while people are partying, drinking on Saturday nights, he's doing his rounds in the gym. I mean, I tip my hat off to his hard work and dedication. Not his medication, his dedication. Okay? So, I mean, final prediction. Who do you got for Berto and Mayweather?
I'm gonna take a bold prediction, and I'm gonna say Floyd knocks out Berto in the 11th.
Okay, and that's fair because he's been looking for the KO. I'm gonna go judges scorecards 118, 110 for Mayweather. That's where I'm gonna go.
I mean, can't go wrong with that.
I mean,
you can't go wrong with Mayweather on the scorecard, man.
But I mean, you never know, dude. This is the boxing. Boxing is a theater of unexpected. You know, one shot can change your whole life.
I mean, if Berto comes up and he's able to, hit Mayweather with something. I mean, you could catch anybody with anything. He hits him with one right hook, or he hits him with the uppercut and puts him on the canvas. I mean, then we could end up calling Berto the king of the world for a while. I mean, and it's something that a lot of people want to see. I mean, a lot of the traditional Mexican boxing fans, they would love to see Mayweather go down. A lot of the worldly fans, the Pacquiao fans, they would love to see anybody drop Mayweather. I would love to see Mayweather being dropped just to see the adversity and see if he would come back to knock out the guy rather than just play the scorecards. Because he's probably be up on the scorecards, but imagine if Floyd got knocked out and was able to come back and put the guy down on the canvas.
Okay, and that's fair. Mayweather has been through some adversity, but yeah, you're right. I would like to see how he would respond from a knockdown. You're right.